everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make super rich and chocolatey molten lava cakes. This is the kind of dessert that you'd find in a fancy restaurant, but they're actually super easy to make. You can make them in the oven or you can actually make them in the air fryer. They're actually in my brand new book, drumroll please, Fitwaffle's Easy Air Fryer. We'll talk more about that later because I want to get on with the recipe. So as always, if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's begin. The first step is to prepare our ramekins. So basically, I'm going to be coating them in melted butter and cocoa powder. So when we put in our chocolate cake batter for the lava cakes, and then we bake them, and then we try and turn them out at the end, they're not going to stick. That's the idea. Anyway, so first things first, you need to grab your melted butter and a pastry brush if you have one, and then you're just going to pull that up the edges, and you just want a nice even coating of butter on both your ramekins. Then you're going to grab your cocoa powder. You don't need much of it, just grab a little teaspoonful, put it into your sieve. How cute is this mini sieve? And then you're just gonna dust it. You will make a bit of a mess, by the way, don't worry about it. You're just gonna dust it around the outside. Then you can pick it up and do a little dusting around like this. And then I just like to tap it. So as you can see, it kind of evenly coats the inside of the ramekin there. Once it's fully coated, just like that, you're just gonna tap out the excess. And as you can see, that is now fully coated. So I'm gonna move on to the next one, and then we'll make our batter. Step 2, you're gonna melt your chocolate and your butter in a small mixing bowl. I'm using unsalted butter because we are gonna add a pinch of salt later, but you can use salted butter and not add the salt later if you prefer. And I'm also using dark chocolate chips. So these are about 50% cocoa, and you can just use chopped dark chocolate if you prefer, but chocolate chips is what I had in my house today. So I'm gonna place these. I'm gonna pop these in the bowl. It's actually really cold in my kitchen right now, so my butter is really hard. Aggressive. In goes the chocolate chips. And then I'm gonna microwave these on a medium heat, so about 500 watts for about 1 minute. If you don't have a microwave, or if you prefer to do it on a double boiler, Alexa, you're disrupting me. So as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by Alexa. You can also use a double boiler to do this. So you just have a pan of simmering water, you place your bowl over the top, and then the steam from the water will heat the bowl and melt your chocolate. But I'm gonna do it in the microwave, so I'll be right back. It's had exactly 1 minute in the microwave, so I'm just gonna start to stir these together until it's fully combined. Amazing, that is nice and runny now. So I'm actually gonna set this aside to cool slightly for around 5 to 10 minutes, and we're gonna move on to the next step. Step 3, you need 1 egg and 1 egg yolk and icing sugar. So I'm gonna start by cracking one of the eggs into our bowl here. And then I'm gonna show you how I separate my egg yolk from my egg white. So again, we're just gonna crack it. And then you're gonna pull it open and hope your yolk doesn't burst. The white is gonna go into this little bowl here, and you're just tossing the yolk from shell to shell, trying to get rid of as much white as possible. And then the yolk goes into your bowl. And the white you can set aside in the fridge. I'll cover it with cling film as well. And you can use it the next day or the same day in an omelette or scrambled egg or in another recipe. So I'm just gonna set this aside and also wash my hands. Now I'm gonna add the icing sugar to the bowl. Grab your electric whisk, and we're gonna whip the eggs and the icing sugar until they're really light and frothy. You can see at this point that they're still very yellow and they're not frothy enough yet. So don't stop here, keep going. There we go. So that is exactly what we should be looking for. You can see it's no longer that darker yellow color. They're really nice and light and they're really frothy as well. So let's move on to step 4. So now we're going to be adding in our chocolate butter mix, plain flour, cocoa powder and salt. So this is quite cool now and that's going to go into the mixture. Yum. I'm just going to stir the chocolate mixture into our egg mixture. Now that's fully combined, I'm going to add our plain flour, our cocoa powder, and our salt. Unless you use salted butter, then you won't need the salt. And then I'm just going to fold these in until they're fully combined. So that is fully combined and that is our cake batter done. So I'm going to grab the ramekins and we're going to pour the batter into the ramekins. Okay, so I'm going to use a large cookie scoop to try and separate our batter as evenly as possible. So I'm just going to scoop my batter into my cookie scoop. That way I don't get the edges of it dirty. So that into there. And then I'll do a scoop for the other one. And a scoop into this one. You don't need a cookie scoop, obviously. I'm just using it so I can separate them as easily as possible, but you can just dollop it in with a normal spoon. So they should be about even now. So I've got a little spoon and I'm just gonna smooth them out so they're nice and level at the top. As you can see, that batter does not want to stick to the outside of our ramekins. That is exactly what we want. There we go. So I'm going to put these in the air fryer now at 170 degrees C for about 13 minutes. If you're using the oven, you want to turn the temperature up by 20 degrees for a fan oven. So that'll be 190 for a fan oven or 210 if you don't have a fan oven. I had to do maths in my head then. And they're going to go in for about 13 to 16 minutes. So just a little bit longer. I'm going to grab my air fryer and we're going to put these in and then we'll be back with our cooked lava cakes. These have just come out of the air fryer, so I'm going to check to see if they're done. If they are correctly cooked, then the outside should come out with almost no crumbs on, and the inside should come out with a little bit of wet batter on. So let's insert that into the outside. Perfect. I can see this one is a little bit gooey inside, so I think these are cooked perfectly. So insert that one into the inside. And we have wet batter. They are ready, so I'm gonna leave them for about 5 minutes because they are very hot to touch right now. Then you can just eat them as they are with a spoon. They're gonna be delicious. Or, as we're gonna do, you can risk flipping them out onto your plates so they look like a proper lava cake. And that's what we're gonna do in a couple of minutes when they've cooled down slightly. They've cooled down slightly, so I have a really cute mini palette knife here, and I'm just gonna loosen them slightly, so just gently going around the edge, just to make sure there's no bits that are stuck. If you don't have a mini palette knife, obviously you could just use a knife or something like that. Just be really careful because you don't want to break into the cake. Okay, I think he's ready. Let's do this. Wish me luck. He will come out, just needs a bit of encouragement. Oh, okay, I can feel the weight is gone. Ta-da! Okay, that is perfect. I'm gonna dust him with icing sugar. Let's break into him. I keep calling it a he. This one's male, obviously. This one is female. And then we'll do a taste test. I can't tell you how excited I am for this. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. It's so gooey and chocolatey. Oh my gosh, it's insane. Look. Oh my gosh, I almost lost it. That tastes incredible. The fact that it's warm as well, I'm recording this in winter and my kitchen is really cold right now. It's just incredible. It really does taste like I'm at a fancy restaurant, but it was so quick and easy. Let's have more. I'm speechless. But anyway, if you would like this recipe in a written form, then you can find it in my brand new book, which is out on the 27th of February. I'll put a link in the bio below. And if you don't have an air fryer yet, there's also oven conversions in it as well. And it is both sweet and savory recipes, and I'm very excited about it. So guys, that is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I have already said that. Leave a comment below of what you'd like me to make next, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm taking this with me. Bye.